A lot is happening in the country. Currently, there are ongoing demolitions in Mavoko, and Kenyans in that part of the country are not very happy with William Ruto's government. As that is happening, William Ruto is in China. And before he left for China, his government announced an increment in petroleum products, and Kenyans are not happy. Amidst all this, Denis Itumbi some few minutes ago shared out a very interesting post, a post I want us to have a look at here, for it exposes the nature of William Ruto's rule. Denis Itumbi, the container death squad police arrested. The guys who kidnapped, maimed, and killed many people now facing several counts of violence and kidnapping. May God forgive them for their acts, but let justice be done. And then he has shared about 15 names of some police officers he believed killed very many people. And he's not even talking of these people killed Kenyans. He's just saying killed very many people. And then down there, charge count number 1, abduction with intent to murder contrary to section 258 of the Penal Code, chapter 63, laws of Kenya. And then he has listed the names of those officers there. And then down there, on 22nd July 2022 and 23rd July 2022 in Nairobi County, within the Republic of Kenya, while on board motor vehicles registration numbers KDD 632J, KDG 836X, KDH 262S, GK B809U, and other unknown vehicles with intent to abduct, trailed, and intercepted motor vehicle registration number KCG 335E with intent to cause Mohammed Zaid Sami Kidwai, an Indian national who was an occupant in the said motor vehicle, to be secretly and wrongfully abducted in order that the said Mohammed Zaid Sami Kidwai may be murdered or maybe is a long kind of a post. So Denis Itumbi is actually dropping that bombshell now. And it's very interesting that he's not talking about murdered Kenyans. He's talking specifically of a murdered Indian. I want us to dig deep into this for Kenyans to understand the nature of William Ruto's rule. If you are watching us, but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. Let's proceed. Let me start by saying this. That post by Denis Itumbi is meant to divert attention. Attention from the Mavoko land, where there is total confusion, to divert attention from the high cost of living and from the increased petroleum products prices. And it's also meant to divert attention from William Ruto's tour to China, where it's alleged he has gone there specifically to borrow. The post is meant to divert attention. And when I talk about diverting attention, William Ruto's government came to power on the basis of propaganda. And it must use propaganda to sustain its rule. And I'm saying that because these police officers or these rogue police officers, Denis Itumbi is naming here, I think months back last year, they had been arrested. Why is Denis Itumbi bringing this story again that they're arrested while we know they had been arrested some months back? Denis Itumbi is taking that advantage of political ignorance of Kenyans because he knows Kenyans have not been following what has been happening. These police officers had been arrested, or rather, whether it was just PR at that time. At some point, I remember we were told that they were arrested. So this is just diversion tactics. Denis Itumbi and Kenya Kwanza government are trying to employ him. And it's interesting because they accused Uhuru Kenyatta's government of extrajudicial killings. But as I talk, from some human rights reports, extrajudicial killings are still going on in the country. So it beats logic that the government is talking from one side of the mouth, and the other side of the other side, things are happening the opposite. So this is also another confirmation that the government is not very sincere, very honest with Kenyans. Above all, if you look at the reason why these people are being accused or being charged, is because of an Indian. We still remember that story. The Indian who was part of William Ruto's campaign, who was kidnapped. But it's very interesting that a Kenyan government is not even talking about Kenyans who were killed through extrajudicial killings. The government is just interested uh, in talking about this one Indian. Another confirmation that Ruto is not very keen on the interests of Kenyans, but is just looking at the interests of maybe foreigners. And even if you look at the way Ruto has been ruling, he's very keen to please outsiders. And even as I talk, he has assured that he's sending 1,000 police officers to Haiti. While back home, we are seeing tribal clashes in Sondom, we are seeing insecurity in Lamu. Kenyans are not just safe. In fact, the ratio of police officers to civilians should be around 1 to I think 450. But as I talk, it's 1 to over 1,000 Kenyans, which is really very bad. And the government should do something about that. But instead of the government acting on that, it's sending troops to police outsiders. So again, it exposes that Ruto only cares about outsiders. And the high cost of living in Kenya, we are being told that it's the Western countries, the big boys who are pressurizing the government to do away with the subsidies and actually to increase taxes. We are being told that it's the big boys actually pressurizing the government to do all that. And you are find that the Ruto's government is actually doing exactly what the West is actually telling him. Another confirmation. Ruto is not very keen on the welfare of Kenyans, but is just interested in pleasing outsiders. So this post is just to divert attention from what is currently happening in the country. Kenyans are a very disappointed lot with Ruto's government. Ruto is very desperate to divert that attention. And that's largely how he came to power. And he must use that strategy to hold on to power. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. And to our fans and subscribers here, I'm very much humbled, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Any other person who may want to support our forum, contact me through that number below, or feel free to channel your support to that number. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you.